Alright everybody, how are we doing here? Today we're gonna be flying from one airport to another in Japan. This is going to be interesting, good scenery, especially at our landing destination, and we're going to load up the flight plan. This is the flight plan right here, 46 passengers. We just got to adjust the time that we're going to load, which will be in 2 minutes, not even that. Now we're going to set the services that we're going to render. It's going to be only alcohol and drinks. That will be it. And I don't even think we should do a movie on the flight. Well, we could do it. It's alright. So we're going to start it up. We're not connected, we won't be connected to ground right away, but when we request boarding from GSX, we will be connected. But first, the flight attendant will connect to us.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. How are you?
Hi there, I'm fine, thanks.
Great. We're just getting ready for departure. Once the jetway is connected, we'll speak to the terminal staff and find out how long they think it'll be until boarding starts.
Okay, no problem. If you give me a couple of minutes, I'll see if I can get ground to attach one for you.
Thank you.
Wish there was a main volume here we could fix. Bring it down a bit. I don't think bring this down to here. And cabin crew, bring that down a bit as well. I don't think that makes a big difference. So yeah, I don't think there is a way to do that, but it is what it is. I think this will actually work what I did. So we're going to connect the ground and start our loading process, and we're going to request boarding.
Requested.
Request boarding. Turn on our flight director so we don't forget that. They're going to connect. Let's see, here we go. Here we go. So GSX is now activated and synced.
Passengers boarding starting.
And that should trigger them. Yep. Here we get ground to cockpit.
Ground to cockpit.
Started.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
hello.
Not open.
Hi, Captain.
Open.
The terminal staff are ready to send the passengers down.
Yes, it's okay.
Can we start boarding?
Yes, you can start boarding if you're ready.
Excellent.
Okay.
We'll get started then, and I'll let the rest of the crew know we're ready.
Start the APU
It might take a few
well.
minutes for the passengers to start arriving, though.
Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please.
All stations, we're about to start boarding.
Crystal clear, 5 out of 5. Okay, Captain. Radio check complete. We'll contact you once the ground vehicles arrive and we're ready to start loading. Roger. Hello?
Hi, Captain. We've started boarding. Passengers are coming through now.
Thanks. Cockpit to ground?
Starting the APU.
Go ahead. Stand by for ground power disconnection. We're starting the APU now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Roger.
welcome on board the self-loading cargo service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker wheels first. and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking zone.
Ground to cockpit.
Thank you for observing this policy.
Go ahead. APU startup seems good. Nothing to report. Please disconnect ground power. Roger. Stand by, please.
We should have... There it is.
Ground power has been disconnected. Roger.
Turn off ground power. We are going to go to release right there. And so, yeah. We're going to go to 46 passengers. I'm going to do a welcome aboard. Flight number...
Good morning from the cockpit. This is your captain speaking. I'd like to welcome you on board this morning's flight to Osaka. We're currently preparing for departure up here in the cockpit, and once we're airborne, we'll be climbing to our cruise level of 18,000 feet. We're not anticipating any delays, so we hope to be underway very shortly. The cabin crew will start securing the cabin once the aircraft has pushed back from the stand. As we make our way to the departure runway, please make sure you're seated and secured as they make their way around the aircraft. The weather is not looking particularly brilliant, so it might be a little uncomfortable at times as we climb to our cruise level. There's nothing to worry about. Just make sure you keep an eye on the seatbelt sign, and I'll turn it off once we're in clearer air. Once we're airborne, there shouldn't be any issue during our climb. It's a pretty straightforward departure out of the airport, so nothing to worry about there. It looks as though the en route winds are in our favor, so there shouldn't be any issue getting to our destination on time. However, we will keep you informed throughout the flight if that changes. The ground crew are currently finishing loading the baggage into the aircraft, so if you could get yourself seated and secured in the meantime, we'll be able to make a departure as soon as they've finished. Thank you very much for flying with us, and I hope you enjoy the flight. Ground to cockpit.
Yep, we started loading, okay.
Go ahead. Hi Captain, just a quick update to let you know that we've started loading. We'll contact you again once we're done. Roger.
Yes. So, the landing destination is not a jetway, it's a walkway to the terminal right next to the tower, and we'll see that at our landing destination. While that's happening, let me do something real quick. There's a pushback truck ahead right there. We're 20 to 39 items loaded. And yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna climb to 10,000 feet on that takeoff. This will be interesting. This is our airport runway. Pretty good sized runway. Should be long enough. It's kind of sunrise, but now the sun's up. Early morning. So we're going to get a good visual of everything. And that's the reason for that is because it is wicked good visual. It's like a city, Osaka. Big buildings, stuff like that. You'll see it. Looks really cool. This is basically a runway off of like an island here. There we are. That is, I think there's a bridge though that goes out to here. I'm not sure. Maybe not. But anyway, that's our island. And that's where we're going. I don't believe this waypoint is accurate. This is how I loaded into Microsoft Flight Simulator, so Zoomy, I don't think it is there. In our flight plan, we can check it and look at it. No, it's not there. So nope, it's not there. And 33 or 39, we're almost ready. We're going to have the doors armed and request pushback. As good old Japan.
Ground to cockpit.
Here we go.
Go ahead. Loading has been completed. We're sending the load sheet up to you now. We'll contact you once the aircraft is closed up, then we'll get moving.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, here's the load sheet from ground. I've written the passenger count here, the crew count here, and a total number of souls, not including yourself, here.
Thanks. Roger.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Great. I'll make the call to remove the jetway and you can close the doors.
No problem.
Okay, so we are going to remove the jetway. Do that. That should remove the jetway. There it is. And then we'll close the doors. And we'll remove shocks so we can tell GSX to start our pushback. They're going to close the doors. Once these turn green after we tell them to arm the doors, that will, that's not ready to do that yet. Set the doors to automatic, there we go.
Ground to cockpit.
Pin straight ahead, we'll
Go
see you
ahead.
next time.
We're ready to disconnect. Thanks very much. Pin straight ahead and we'll see you again soon.
Okay, so we can tell them to please arm the doors.
Cabin crew, arm the doors please.
Okay. As soon as they turn green, we can request for a pushback. One more to turn green. Why is this standby door movement? Okay, here we go. Requesting pushback. They should be preparing. There's a safety announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft.
I love the
A safety card is in your seat pocket
accents.
showing the exit
We're ready
gates,
for
oxygen
pushback.
masks, life jackets and brace position, which you must adopt if
We
you
are
hear
ready
brace.
for pushback.
Brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board.
Bypass bin.
Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on,
Thank
and we
you
recommend
very
that
much.
you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you.
Doesn't look like
Pull
a
a mask
Chinese
towards you to start the
Japanese
oxygen.
person though.
Put the mask over your nose and mouth, hold in place with the strap and pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head.
Lights.
Pass the tapes around your waist, click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube.
Parking brake.
There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for
joke that I
children.
heard with my time.
Your tray table must now be stowed, unleft
sometimes it's hard
down,
to
window
tell
blinds
between
open and seatbelt fastened.
Chinese people and
We
Japanese
wish you a
people.
pleasant flight,
So,
and thank you for flying with self-loading cargo.
so this is going to go nose right, tail left. Okay, we will set the parking brake off. Now, the old joke is like, you know how sometimes you would go say, hey, are you Chinese? And they would get upset and say, no, fuck you, I am a Japanese. Chinese people don't look like Japanese people. Whoa, shit, take it easy, dude. That was close. We will do a taxi.
Ground Delta 450, ready to taxi
Because
IFR.
I know we are going
taxi
this
to and hold
way.
short of runway tree 6 using taxiway
Right down
alpha
here.
cross runway tree 6 alpha.
So that should
Contact tower on 118.85 when ready.
set the ribbon this way. No, it's not. It is this one. So we will stop our push right here, I think, because, well, yeah, I thought it was that one. I was wrong. So we can complete the push right over here. That is fine. And we can commence our start. Engine start. In order to do that, though, we have
Delta
to
450,
turn
please acknowledge.
off our packs. And I will acknowledge that. Yes, yes, sir.
Taxiing hold short runway tree 6 using taxiway Alpha Delta 450.
So we can set the fuel on. And we can start the other engine. We are going to take any progress right there, and we should be able to engage. Please set the parking brakes. Okay. Looking good, yeah. That is pretty cool. I love that. That is so funny. Now you would thought they would, you know, say it in actually Japanese, but they have to say it in English because, you know. So they, oh yeah, you know, that would be funny. Watch this. Hello.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is secured for takeoff.
You can take your seats now. We're almost ready.
No problem. All stations, please be seated for takeoff.
See, I did that with my voice, using the voice control. But when I do a streamcast, I don't usually have it on because it'll think I'm talking to them sometimes and do something I don't want to do. And we should be good to go. We're going to set flaps. We are going to engage. Now disconnected. I can barely understand what the hell she's saying. But it's kind of funny. Yeah, takeoff speeds are verified. That's what I'm looking. Basically, she was saying left is clear, right is clear. She's gonna wave. There she is. Yeah, I see the pin. Wave. Arigato. Arigato. So anyway, we can set our landing lights and we can release our parking brake. And since we're started, we can now turn our packs back on. And we actually don't need the APU bleed. And we can use the generators. Turn off APU generators. Turn off the APU. And we are good to go. So, take an immediate left, hard left. So we can make it to our runway. So we'll set this to RTO, but we'll do that once we get to the runway. The auto brake. Looks like it's going to be a good flight. Knock wood that Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't crash or do something really stupid. Because that could happen, knowing Microsoft Flight Simulator. As I said, I cannot wait until P3D comes out with version 7. That's going to be about a year from now, though. I already have 6 out. That was 6-7 months ago. So, yeah, that's going to. And I have P3D version 4. I've used that, and I have the PMDG with it, and it's so much better. Everything is totally functional.
Tower Delta 450 ready for departure runway 36 IFR to Osaka.
Holding position.
Delta 450 altimeter tree.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know that we are currently holding position. There are other aircraft on approach. It should only take a few moments, then we can get going.
Cleared for takeoff runway
Thank you.
36 Delta 450.
So we are actually cleared for takeoff. Everything looks good. Barometer, QNH is all set for altimeter. And let's check the overhead panel, make sure everything looks good. Everything looks good. We are going to 18,000. And so yeah, so we'll set our brake there to RTO. It's a practice you should do when you're taking off with the Boeing anyway. Doesn't have to be done with the Airbus. However, it does. You know, it should. It doesn't have to be. It should be with the Boeings. And that's why they have that set there. Normally the RTO will be set to off once you're taking off, getting some altitude and stuff, but it doesn't on this one. So let's do a rolling takeoff. Here we go. We got full throttle.
Airspeed alive.
80 knots.
80 knots. 100 knots.
V1 rotate, E2.
Go. Got plenty of room for takeoff.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
Positive rate. Gear up.
Here we go. We will set our autopilot.
Delta 450,
Can't
contact
tell with
Tokyo
the
Center
sun
on
if
one
it's
train,
on.
2.5. Good day.
There it is. Now it's on.
Going to
And
132.5
we will hit our
Delta
LNAV.
450. Tokyo Center Delta
And
450
we
is
can
passing
remove our flaps.
1,700 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
Delta 450 Tokyo Center altimeter 30.36 radar. Contact continue to Kohei.
So we're going to bring our auto throttle.
Starfire 15, you are 20 miles east. Descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 07 approach by
Cabin
Uniform
crew,
Bravo
resume
Echo
duty.
transition. Clear to Uniform Bravo Echo.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. I hope you're enjoying the flight so far.
5,000 feet.
We're currently climbing up to our cruising altitude of 18,000 feet, so I thought I'd give you a quick update. We're expecting to arrive on time as planned. Progress is going very well.
Descend and maintain 5,000
You'll next hear from me just before we start our descent. I'll be sure to keep you updated if anything changes, but in the meantime, please feel free to relax and take advantage of our onboard facilities.
And we
Thanks
can
very much.
raise
Skymark 2 tree, you are 65 miles east. Descend and
Ladies and gentlemen,
Climb
please
rate,
keep your seatbelts
vertical
fastened
speed.
while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the
Everything
cabin.
looks good.
Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes
See
e-cigarettes.
from the
In
outside.
just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available.
Really cool.
All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can
So
also
we're at
purchase a selection of
6,000
hot
feet.
beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards.
Taxi lights.
The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly. Thank you.
The runway lights can go on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
See the RTO still
we are
there.
about to serve our hot drinks menu. Please make sure your tray
Climb
table
and
is in the
maintain
down
flight
position
level
and clear any
180
items
Delta
from the aisle. Thank you.
180.
Japan Air Tree 27, contact Fukuoka, approach on 127.9er. Good day.
So we're just about at 10,000 feet. We'll turn off our runway lights.
127.9er,
lights,
Japan Air
actually.
Tree 27. Goodbye.
Those will need to go off.
Starfire
There we go.
15, contact Suiki approach on 119er,
And now we can
225.
increase our speed
Good day.
to 335 knots.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move around the cabin. However, for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times during the flight. Thank
See
you.
passengers saying they're getting thirsty. They should be receiving their drinks. This one should be drinking. There they are. So that is good. That's working fine. That one's thirsty. And what do they drink? You know. Oh, wait a minute. What do they drink? very thirsty. Look at that. But they're that one's relaxing. So that one's already drinking. Traffic.
Delta 450 traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles at 16,300 feet generic. Report them in sight.
I don't think we're gonna
Delta
hit.
450 have the generic in sight.
Shenzhen Air 8076.
Yeah, I think we're
Contact
good.
Tokyo Center on 126.1. Good day.
We're at a good,
Skymark 2 tree traffic is 8 o'clock, 2 miles at 15,800 feet, Boeing 737. Report them in sight.
so there is, right there, they need to drink. That one's drinking.
126.1 Shenzhen Air 8076.
Drinking.
Goodbye.
Drinking.
Skymark 2 tree has a Boeing
It's
737
almost
in
all of
sight.
them. There ain't that many of them. Auto drink. Auto drink. Almost at the end of the list. Passengers. We're down here.
Japan Air 61 tree descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
A lot of thirsty people here.
Delta 450, you are 400 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 180, altimeter
I am
tree
at
0,
180.
decimal tree 6.
Climb and maintain flight level 180 Delta 450.
Not the end of the list.
Orange Liner 589er, descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
About 3 or 4 more.
Descend and maintain 14,000 feet. Orange Liner
Yep, that's the end of the
589er.
list. And I should be at 18,000.
Orange Liner 589er,
So
you
what
are
we'll do
89er
is
miles east.
we'll raise that up.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 16 approach via Intex transition. Clear to Intex.
There's nothing to raise up.
Orange Liner 589er, descend and maintain 2,300 feet.
So there's that there. I shouldn't
Japan Air
be
61 tree
below
descend and maintain flight level
my
tree 60.
assigned altitude because
Delta 450, you are 400 feet below your assigned altitude.
really,
Climb and maintain flight level 180, altimeter tree 0, decimal tree 6.
we'll go by the
Climb
Q&A.
and maintain flight level 180 Delta 450.
Set it on standard because
Descend and
we're
maintain
18,000.
2,300 feet. Expect ILS
Ladies and
runway
gentlemen,
16 approach via Intex
in a few
transition.
moments, we will be
Clear to
starting our
Intex.
in-flight
Orange
movie.
Liner 589er.
If you require headphones, please contact a flight attendant and we'll be happy
Orange
to help.
Liner 589er,
For those of you who
descend
brought your
and
own,
maintain
you can
2,000
plug them
feet.
into the armrest
Okay,
to the
we're
side
good
of
to go.
you.
Everything looks
Tune
good.
to channel 11 on the in-flight entertainment system. Thank you.
Passengers shouldn't be thirsty
Climb and
anymore.
maintain flight level tree 60, Japan Air 61 tree.
And they should have already serviced them, which they did. There'll probably only
Descend and
1 or 2
maintain
left
2,000 feet. Orange
serving
Liner
drinks. There we
589er.
go, we got 2 left. We got 1 over here. The other one over here at the end of there. Should be finishing right there at the last one. And then go down to the kitchen and clean the drinks trolley. right now. Actually, she's finished this here. Yeah. So this one over here is going to go all the way to the end over here. That's when we'll be done serving drinks. And here's our map. This is our progress. So we are right there. But this flight plan loaded into this is not really correct. We're on flight class properly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start one of our in-flight movies. If you'd like to watch, please plug in your headphones and select channel 18 from your armrest remote. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the film.
Descend and maintain flight level 200 Starflyer 69er. Air Peach 157 descend and maintain flight level 240.
Everything looks good.
Descend and maintain flight level 240, Air Peach 157. Orange Liner 589er, descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Orange Liner 517 descend and maintain flight level 300.
Really good. So
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet, Orange Liner 589er. Descend and maintain flight level 300, Orange Liner 517.
see what's going on here. Alright. We are right here. And we're looking at this. So we'll be coming down, right around, and hitting our approach right there. It's going to be really, really cool. And I suspect because we're in Japan, Japan's an island, basically, a large island, I expected some rough winds and turbulence, but, you know, sometimes you never know. And so far so good. Nothing bad going on. So, yeah. I hit that by accident. Joystick I have on my flight stick, my Airbus flight stick, I have a button set to disengage the autopilot, so I don't have to go using my mouse. So that's what happened there. And we're making pretty good progress. That flight attendant should be almost done, should be at the end of the line. There we are, right there. We will request for them to do the alcohol service. And so she'll head to the intercom and announce that. She's the head flight attendant right there. So go ahead to tell everybody that serving alcohol.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And then she'll start serving.
we are about to serve our
Her
alcoholic
and
drink
one other
selection.
person.
Please make sure your tray table is in the down position
Probably
and clear
her.
any items from the aisle. Thank
Yeah,
you.
this one. she shouldn't be heading to the intercom unless she has something to say. She wants to talk to me. Who the hell knows?
Good morning once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoying flying with us so far. Just to keep you updated, we look to be making good progress and are expecting to arrive on time as planned. We'll keep you posted if anything changes, but in the meantime enjoy the remainder of the flight and I'll speak to you again once we're about to start our descent. Thank you.
So, people who are thirsty, probably still,
124.905 Delta 450.
all gotten
Goodbye.
the drinks. Maybe they'll
Tokyo Center
enjoy
Delta
alcohol.
450 flight level 180.
Delta 450 Tokyo Center radar. Contact continue to Seattle.
Oh, see, there's one right there. I know I told them to order a drink, but they probably didn't. They didn't get it. So maybe they'll enjoy the alcohol. Of course, they're going to attend to the people that I'm telling to request alcohol. That one's drinking. That one is not drinking. Listening to music. Request alcohol. That one's drinking. That one's relaxing. Get some alcohol there. That's right, good one. That one's drinking. There's that one. And we're going to be open to this, so we've already gone through it all. So that's it. Yep. So the drinks are done, and the alcohol will be done, and that'll be it. And we are probably halfway, or maybe a little bit more than halfway. No, about halfway.
Japan Air 751. Contact Tokyo Center on 132.5.
Started off.
Good day.
Yeah.
All Nippon 267. Contact Tokyo Center on 132.5. Good day.
Over there.
Japan Air Tree 29er. Contact Tokyo Center on 132.5. Good day. Going to 132.5 Japan Air 751.
That's us. We'll be descending probably in about 5 minutes. We are going to
132.5 Japan Air
slow
Tree
it down.
29er. Goodbye.
And we will tell the flight attendant we're going to be descending 10 minutes.
Delta 450, contact Tokyo Center on 133.5.
All the way back
Good
to
day.
the intercom. There we go.
Hi, Captain.
133.5
Just to let you know,
Delta
there's around 10
450.
minutes to go until we start
Goodbye.
descending.
No problem.
Tokyo Center Delta 450 flight level 180.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. I hope you're enjoying the flight so far. We'll be starting our descent in approximately 10 minutes. The arrival weather forecast looks a little windy, but other than a few bumps, it should be a fairly straightforward approach into the airport.
We do have some turbulence here, though. I can see that.
We're not expecting any delays, so we should be able to land fairly quickly. Once we do begin our descent, please listen to the cabin crew carefully and pay attention to any instructions they provide. Please also monitor the seatbelt sign during our approach. Thanks very much for flying with us, and I'll speak to you again shortly.
4, and I have the PMDG 737 with that. What's the other one? I have the 747, I believe it is. Anyway,
and maintain flight level tree 00.
I have to admit that P3D is a lot more realistic. After all, it is a flight school software for simulation, so it's actually recognized by the FAA. You could actually use it to log simulation time. But Microsoft Flight Simulator you cannot. That's purely for entertainment. P3D is not. Technically, you're not even supposed to use P3D as entertainment. It states it on the disclaimer there that you can, they can revoke your license that you bought to stop you from using it, but they won't because they actually want you to use it for entertainment purposes because they make money off it. They just have to put that in there legally. But when I taxied down the runways with the PMDG 737, you know, you could feel the bumps and stuff like that, and it kind of bobs up and down from the road and taxiway, and the actual feeling of actually descending and turning and stuff like that is much more realistic than the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Actually, a pilot, and I didn't do any airlines or anything like that, nothing crazy like that, but I've had my share of different aircraft. With the flight school, Beverly Flight Center, flew a lot of times, Piper War area, Piper Cherokee 140, 4-seater, flew that a lot. The Beverly Flight Center was also hired by Channel 5 and 7 to do the traffic report because they could go through the state of Massachusetts a lot faster than the helicopters, so we used to do that twice a day, early in the morning and then late at rush hour traffic. So it was like the rush hour traffic, and they had the midday too. I never did the midday, but anyway, I did the night ones too because I wanted to get the nighttime landings and flights logged in. But actually, the owner of the Beverly Flight Center had many aircraft. He had all kinds. He had the Learjet 45. Actually flew that. Well, that was wicked interesting. He had a couple of twin-engine props, turbo props, twin-engine single prop. He's had quite a bit of aircraft, interesting aircraft, and he's also had the Cessna Citation. I think it was the 6 or 7. It was pretty fancy. It was a business jet, and he used to have flight instructors fly it to do business people who want to log a flight or something, private CEOs and stuff, and sometimes they used to tag along as the co-pilot. And I've landed that aircraft, taken off and landed that aircraft quite a few times. So I know what it's like to actually fly a real aircraft versus simulator, what the difference is. And I have to say P3D is much more real than Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's the closest thing to the real thing. More so than Microsoft. flight simulator. I have to test it out. Other pilots will tell you the same thing, I'm sure. If they use both softwares.
Maintain flight level tree 60.
And we are here, getting ready to do our descent soon.
409er descent and maintain flight level 280.
So, yeah, I've had my share. He's got had a couple aerobatic aircraft too as well. I used to have fun with doing barrel rolls and all kinds of stuff. I became really friendly with Arnie. He was the guy who owned it. He's retired now. He sold it to somebody else. I think maybe 6 years ago. But I started off when I first got my private pilot's license, 1993, I believe it was, and it was interesting. I liked it a lot. Used to love to do the traffic report. That was great.
Hong Kong Shuttle 89er climb and maintain 16,000 feet. Chai Ocean 49er descent and maintain Niskai Tree 7 descent and maintain flight level tree 60.
So if you're in the Massachusetts area, I would, and you want to learn how to fly, I would suggest going to the Beverly Flight Center. It's right near Danvers, Massachusetts, Beverly, Massachusetts. But half the airport's in Danvers, the other half's in Beverly. They have the Beverly side and Danvers side. Beverly Flight Center was actually on the Danvers side, believe it or not. That's where I lived at the time. It was in Danvers. It used to take me like 3 minutes to drive there. It wasn't that far from my house. So I spent a lot of time there. Spent some time in the air traffic control. Watched Tim do his thing. It was interesting. And this was all before post 9/11, before 9/11. Things changed a little bit. After 9/11 happened, they kind of secured the airport more, put gates. Before there was no gates or anything. You could just drive, park in the parking lot. You could walk anywhere in the airport if you wanted to. You could walk to a runway. But after 9/11, they put some fencing up and secured a little bit more. You couldn't just go to the air tower that easily. You still could do it, but back then when I did, I was able just to walk up the stairs and knock on the door and just sit with them and talk with them and stuff like that. After 9/11 happened, that wasn't that easy. You had to get permission and stuff. I still got permission, but I don't think just anybody would get granted permission. I was known pilot there, and they all knew me. So
Chai Ocean 49er descent and maintain flight level tree 60.
I used to watch the state police take off in the helicopters up there and things like that. Used to talk with them. Once tried to fly a few times helicopters. Talked to one of the instructors there. Started playing around with that. And that was a little bit of fun. Kind of different. It's a little bit more difficult. Helicopters are more difficult. You get all kinds of things going on at once. So it's, the aviation part of it is, similar. Only these different rules. Like your minimum altitude with the helicopter is 500 feet versus a single engine aircraft is 1,000 feet. But the helicopters were fun. And like I said, you had 2 hands for the controls, 2 feet, so you're kind of like, doing other things. One of the sticks you're controlling the thrust and, the power rotation, the feet, you're controlling the rear propeller, kind of like a rudder, and you kind of like circle to the left or right, draw left or right. Or you can use the sticks to yaw left or right to kind of like tilt, like in a turn with an aircraft. So you can kind of like do both. Helicopters are very much more maneuverable. Do some pretty cool stuff, but it takes practice and learning because you can easily flip it over if you're not paying attention to what's going on. You could definitely lose control a lot easier.
Expect ILS Yankee runway 24 left approach via Kilo India Echo 64 radial 11 DMER clear to Kilo India Echo.
Yeah, I think we can start our descent now. Go down to
Japan Air 26 traffic is 11 o'clock,
5,000 maybe?
60 generic. Report them in sight. Japan Air 735 traffic is 11 o'clock, 3 miles at flight level tree 60 generic. Report them in sight.
Go to 8,000
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect ILS Yankee runway 24 left approach via Kilo India Echo 64 radial 11 DMER. Clear to Kilo India Echo Air Beach 216. Japan Air 26 have the generic in sight.
Yeah, shut up.
Tokyo Center, Delta 450. Request 8,000 feet.
Delta 450 descend and maintain 8,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet, Delta 450.
We'll put on spoilers.
Japan Air 735 traffic in
A
sight.
little bit quicker. Without getting too much speed. We'll be taking a hard left. Right over here.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. As you may have noticed, we've begun our descent. We should be arriving in around 20 minutes depending on local air traffic, and I will shortly be instructing the cabin crew to get the cabin ready for our arrival. Once that happens, the seatbelt sign will be illuminated and you will be required to stay seated and secured until after landing. If you need to visit the toilet, it may be worth making your way towards one now. You'll next hear from me after landing, so I will wish you a very good morning once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while.
Look at this idiot requesting services, or somebody requesting services like guarantee it. It's going to have that message that all services wasn't rendered, which it was, as you can see right here. And they'll be preparing the cabin crew very soon.
Runway 24 left approach via Kilo India Echo 64 radial 11 DMER. Clear to Kilo India Echo Air Beach 216.
We did set our descent to 235. Let's double check it. 235. So that's going a little faster than that. So that's okay, I guess. Can actually set one notch of flaps. Help slow us down. We can get a faster descent rate. Okay, we'll tell her to take your seats.
Hello?
Hi, Captain. How are things? All good.
Thanks for asking. Everything is going great.
If you need anything more, just give me a call.
I will.
216, you are 59 miles southwest.
We could tell her to prepare cabin for
ILS Yankee runway 24 left approach via Kilo India Echo 64 radial 11 DMER. Clear to Kilo.
That'll be available once we hit like 11,000 feet. There we go.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect ILS Yankee runway 24 left approach via Kilo India Echo 64 radial 11 DMER. Clear to
Safe
Kilo
services.
India Echo Air
We will
Beach
shortly be
216.
landing. Please
Services,
ensure your cabin
all
bag is
services
safely
provided.
stowed
That's a
with your
bug.
laptop inside.
I talked to the author of
tray
this
table
Steve
must
about
be
it. He said he was
stowed,
going to check
armrest
into
down
it.
and window
But
blind
so
open.
far, no patch for
You
it.
now need
No
to be
update
seated with your
on it.
seatbelt fastened ready for
So
landing.
probably hasn't figured it out
Please
yet.
help us by handing in any rubbish,
What's causing
newspapers,
it?
or magazines that you do not want
He's
to take
probably
with you.
testing it as
The
well.
toilets are no longer in service.
climb and maintain
Thank you.
flight level 220.
The toilets are no longer in service. Let's make sure that the toilets are no longer in service. We have to shut that down. Good. Good, they're shutting it off. Wi-Fi should be suspended. And we're at 8,000 feet. We should be turning our runway lights on. I should have did that 2,000 feet ago. We could turn these on too as well. I was going to complain and say that I didn't turn my runway lights on at 10,000. I don't care.
216, you are 44 miles southwest. Descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Expect
I'm gonna
ILS
say-
Yankee runway 24 left approach via Kilo
Tell
India
him I
Echo
want to go
64
to
radial
5,000
11
feet.
DMER clear to Kilo India
5,000
Echo.
feet. There we go. Please, 3,000 feet.
Tokyo Center, Delta 450. Request 5,000 feet.
Delta 450 request denied.
Yeah, screw you. So, you know what I'll do?
Descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Expect ILS Yankee runway
I will
24 left
cancel the
approach
flight
via
plan.
Kilo India Echo 64 radial 11 DMER clear to Kilo India Echo Air Beach 216.
Tokyo Center,
So I
Delta
don't have to listen
450
to
would
him
like to
say,
cancel IFR.
please expedite your climb.
Delta 450 IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk
And it's securing the
7000.
cabin.
Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
And then she's going to ask for a flight following.
Tokyo Center, Delta 450 is type Boeing 73711 miles southwest of Romeo Juliet Bravo Delta, 5,800 feet. Request flight following.
Delta 450 Tokyo Center. Squawk 1357.
I'm going to go here and
Squawk 1357 Delta 450.
wrap in there.
Air Beach 216, you are tree 2 miles southwest. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
Yeah.
Expect ILS Yankee runway 24 left approach via Kilo India Echo 64 radial 11 DMER clear to Kilo India Echo.
So, can we release our
Delta
speed brake?
450 radar contact 8 miles west of Romeo Juliet Bravo
Let's see if
Delta
we can
5,000
see
feet.
the airport.
Altimeter tree 0 decimal tree 9er.
Roger Delta 450.
Japan Air 49er descend and maintain flight level tree 0.
There's only a few of them here, so when we get close enough, well, that will show up.
Japan Air 49er descend and maintain flight level tree. Air Beach 216, you are
So,
21
we
miles
go to
southwest. Descend and
3,000
maintain
feet.
5,000 feet. Expect ILS Yankee runway
Yeah, we could do it
24
at a
left approach
slow,
via Kilo India Echo 64 radial
descent.
11 DMER clear to Kilo India Echo.
And we will turn on
Air Beach 216, you are 12 miles
the
southwest.
lane here.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect ILS Yankee runway 24 left. Japan Air 49er descend and maintain flight level tree 20.
We don't want to get too low, hit some mountains. As a matter of fact, we can cancel our descent at this point here.
Japan Air 499er descend and maintain flight level tree 10.
Because there's some red showing right up over here. So we don't want to hit anything.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 10 Japan Air 499er.
And we're gaining on it pretty quick.
Japan Air 2088 descend and maintain flight level 250.
We'll activate our approach right around here. Still securing the cabin to take off, heading for landing. And what we'll do is we'll go up just to make sure that we clear those mountains. Good there. Okay, we'll tell them to take their seats.
Japan Air 26 traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level tree 60 generic.
Hello.
Report them in sight. Skymark tree 09
Hello.
traffic is 1 o'clock, 3 miles at flight level tree 60 generic.
Hello.
Report them in sight.
Hi, Captain. All passengers are seated and secured for landing.
Thanks. I'll call you when you're ready.
If you let me know when you're ready to land, I'll make sure the rest of the crew are seated and ready.
Thank you.
Skymark tree 09er have the generic in sight.
Cabin crew, take your seats for landing. Take seats for landing. I'll turn that back out. So there'll be a passenger waiting for service. Yeah, okay.
69er descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
So that should be take your seats for landing. Yeah, that should have been already done. That's all set. Alright, so yeah, it was a good idea to raise altitude again because I didn't anticipate these mountains. But I can start descent when I reach here. I'll activate the approach anyway. It is a little bit bumpy.
69er descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
And let's see if we can see. That back over there where that belongs. And
all Nippon 569er descend
there it is
and
right there.
maintain flight level tree 60.
Osaka Tower Delta 450 is 53 miles south, 5,100 feet with Kilo to land.
Let's raise our
Delta
altitude a little bit
450,
more.
Osaka Tower. Altimeter tree 0,
That looks a
decimal tree
little
9er,
bit too
wind
close for
27 tree
comfort.
at 5. Make straight and runway tree 2 left.
Fly straight in runway tree 2 left Delta 450.
And they took their seats for landing. And we can actually hit another notch of flaps. Slow it down a little bit. We'll be taking a left turn right around here. That is pretty damn close. I kind of like that view actually. Now in the real world, if I was flying this aircraft, would I get this close? Probably not. I would probably be maybe at 7,000 feet or something. Zoom in a little more. There we go. Taking a hard left, and then we'll activate approach, and we'll bring our landing gear down, and the flaps down even more until we hit full flaps. It's kind of windy, and you got the mountains here too, so you're gonna get wind gusts pretty much over here. It shouldn't be as bad on the actual final approach, but you never know. But I'll be ready for it.
2,500.
Yeah, we are kind of close. Just the altitude a little bit. Probably be right over this mountain over here when we take our left turn. Is my guess. Actually, if you look right over here, so if you look right down there. So just the beginning of this one here. I can zoom in closer. Now we've got moderate turbulence.
$2,500.
Let's raise it up a little bit more. There we go. Ooh, that was a bit of a turbulence right there, kind of a drop. We'll be setting our landing gear in a minute. Bring that even closer. the altitude just a bit more. I don't like to be that close to them. Oh, we're still probably about 600 feet, 500 feet away from it. But always good to be safer than sorry. That's good. I definitely knew I needed to climb. There's our turn. So we can bring our landing gear down. And we can start our descent soon. As soon as we straighten out. See, the toilet's locked, all that stuff, that's bull. The toilets were all locked. I don't know why it wouldn't be locked. Oh, look at this. Why? I have no idea. I had them all locked before. Okay, so here we are. We'll activate our approach, but we've got a ways to go. Didn't actually slow down to 180 knots. Activate the approach. About 5 minutes. We're right on top of it. Bring this down to 160 knots. Activate flaps 30. Should be good for that. Set brakes there, automatic brakes to full. There we go. And we can set our descent. Down to 40, full flaps, bring it to 150 knots. Let's see the glide slope there, ILS. Altitude. You stay put. Keep this altitude right here. Because as you can see, we're going to be taking a left turn up here, so I believe the airport is beyond these mountains. But it should still be low enough for us to clear at this altitude. airport's going to be down here. So we'll be coming in this way. Once we clear those, we can slow down even more. But everything looks good. And we got a little bit of turbulence. Wind gust there. Not too bad. Once we reach here, we should be able to pick up the ILS, should activate and take control. And we can lower our altitude. Nice steady descent in airport data, and we can set this on. Our descent rate a little bit.
Delta 450, wind 271 at 5. Clear to land runway tree 2 left.
Clear to land runway tree 2 left Delta 450.
Right on that. Lower our descent rate. Don't want to get too low. We're at 2,000 anyway right now, so. That's pretty interesting weather we got here. Let's slow it down a little bit. Wow. That's heavy turbulence. I should say heavy. Oh yeah, severe turbulence. That's almost enough to knock the autopilot right out of kilter.
Osaka Tower, Japan Air, 20888 miles, east inbound RNAV runway tree 2 left approach.
There's our left turn.
Japan Air 2088 Osaka Tower.
Look how
Altimeter
congested that is.
tree 6, wind 271 at 5. Cleared RNAV runway tree 2 left approach. Osaka Tower Ibex tree 1767 miles southeast inbound RNAV runway tree 2 left. left approach. IBEX tree 176, Osaka Tower.
That's up ahead here.
Decimal tree 6, wind 269er at 5. Cleared RNAV runway tree,
But
2 left approach.
we can't see it just yet.
IBEX tree 176, follow the Boeing 737 on final. Wind 269er at 5. Caution the generic landing runway tree 2 right. Clear to land runway tree 2 left.
On single channel.
Cleared RNAV runway tree 2 left approach, Japan Air 2088. Japan Air 2088, number 2, for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind 269er at 5. Caution the generic landing runway tree 2 right. Clear to land runway tree 2 left. Clear to land runway tree 2 left, number 2, Japan Air 2088.
Could be wrong.
Clear to
Looks
land
like it,
runway
though.
tree 2 left, IBEX tree 176.
I think it is. That should be our heading right here.
IBEX tree 176, go around. Going around IBEX tree 176.
Looks good.
IBEX tree 176, contact, Kansai, approach on 120.45.
A little low, but we'll catch up. We'll intercept it right over here. And then come in for our landing.
120.45 IBEX tree 176. Goodbye.
Everything's all set here.
Japan Air 2088, go around. Going around Japan Air 2088. Japan Air 2088, contact, Kansai, approach on 120.45. Good day.
Bring it down to 130. On 30 knots is a good round number.
120.45, Japan Air 2088. Goodbye. Osaka Tower, Alpha Wing 16508 miles southeast, inbound RNAV runway, tree 2 left approach. Alpha Wing 1650, Osaka Tower. Altimeter
And
tree
we're
0,
on the glide
decimal
slope.
tree 7, wind
Picked up on
269er
it,
at
as
5.
you can see.
Cleared
Somewhere.
RNAV runway tree 2 left
And
approach.
we're right on the diamond, perfectly. Got some
Cleared
heavy
RNAV runway
turbulence
tree 2
here,
left
but
approach, Alpha Wing 1650.
we'll manage it. As soon as I take control, shut off the autopilot. I just want to get a good approach on it.
Alpha Wing 1650, follow the Boeing 737 on final. Wind 269er at 5. Caution the generic landing runway tree 2 right. Clear to land runway tree 2 left. Clear to land runway tree 2 left, Alpha Wing 1650.
Don't see any traffic. No traffic alerts. Should indicate 1,000 on the audio. Once we hit 1,000. Well, it didn't do that. It did not announce of a 1,000. I think I can take over from here.
Alpha Wing 1650, go around.
We got some
500.
pretty heavy crosswinds.
400.
Alpha Wing 1650, contact. Consai, approach on 120.45. Good day.
200.
120.45 Alpha Wing 1650. Goodbye.
50. 40. 30.
Cut off the power.
20. 10.
Go, flare it up. And we can activate our reverse thrust.
Osaka Tower, Japan Air 22508 miles southeast, inbound RNAV runway, tree 2 left
There
approach.
we go. Turn off our
Delta 450 exit runway.
auto brakes.
Japan Air 2250 Osaka Tower.
So that
Altimeter tree 0, decimal tree 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their
Cleared
seats to
RNAV
perform
runway tree 2
safety-related
left
duties.
approach.
However, we ask that you remain seated until the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable
Cleared
electronic
RNAV runway
devices
tree
for
2
messaging,
left approach.
calls, or
Japan Air
internet access may
2250.
now be used. Please make sure that you take all your
Delta
personal belongings with
450
you,
turn,
checking in the
next
seat
taxiway.
pocket, underneath the seat and in the overhead lockers. Do take care when opening the lockers in
Japan
case
Air
anything falls out.
2250, follow the aircraft
Smoking
on the
is not
runway.
permitted until you reach
now
a
we're gonna
designated
go
destination.
right where the tower is.
On behalf of
Caution
the
the
captain
generic
and the crew,
landing
it has been our
runway
pleasure
tree
looking
right.
after you today. Our
Clear to
ground
land
crew will
runway
help you
tree
complete
to
the
left.
That's where
self-loading
we're
cargo
dropping
journey.
off.
For the latest news,
Delta
promotions,
450
flight and
contact,
destination
ground on
information,
121,
check out our
7.
official Facebook page, Twitter, or the official self-loading cargo
Clear
app.
to land runway tree
Thank you.
2 left, Japan Air 2250.
And
121.7
That's gonna be to
Delta
the right.
450. Goodbye.
kind of the way the ribbon's showing us, but I don't think it's going to take us
Osaka
exactly
Tower,
there. It's
IBEX
going to take us to a
1767
gate.
miles southeast, inbound RNAV runway,
Which-
tree 2 left approach.
I am not going to a gate. Yeah, see, it's going to the left. We need to
IBEX
go to the right where the
176,
tower is.
Osaka
See that
Tower.
tower to the right?
Altimeter tree
That's
0,
where we're
decimal
going.
tree 7,
Oh,
wind
there's an aircraft
269er
just going
at
right
5.
by.
Cleared
Didn't
RNAV
even
runway
tell
tree
us
2 left approach.
it's a whole position. Interesting.
IBEX tree 176, follow the generic on final. Wind 269er at 5. Caution the generic landing runway tree 2 right. Clear to land runway tree 2 left. Osaka Tower, Japan Air, 23788 miles southeast,
As you can
inbound
see,
RNAV runway tree 2 left approach.
That's where we're at. We're going to do a turn actually right over here.
Japan Air
Go around
2378 Osaka Tower. Altimeter tree 0, decimal tree 7,
around
wind
this
269er
terminal
at
here
5.
to the back over
Cleared
there.
RNAV runway tree 2 left approach. Japan Air 2378, number 2, for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind 269er at 5. Caution the generic landing runway tree 2 right. Clear to land runway tree 2
As you
left.
can see, we're going to go around this. So we'll be taking our
Clear to
left
land runway tree 2 left
on
IBEX
the
tree
line.
176. Japan. Clear to land runway tree 2 left, number 2, Japan Air
Cabin crew.
2378.
Cabin crew, doors to manual, please.
Yeah. You'll see a
Osaka
little
Tower,
rail
Japan Air
with a light
20884
where we're going to
miles
land. I had that
southeast,
prepared
inbound
ahead of
runway tree
time
2 left approach.
with GSX. So that's exactly where we're going to go.
Japan Air 2088
Right
Osaka
in
Tower.
front of that.
Altimeter tree 0, decimal decimal tree 7, wind
See, there's the
269er
tower
at
going
5.
to the back side of that.
Cleared RNAV runway tree 2 left approach.
Oh, that's where we're going.
Japan Air 2088, number 2, for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind
And
269er
they
at
probably
5.
should go
Caution
around
the
these
generic landing runway tree
aircraft.
2 right. Clear to land runway tree 2 left.
Take a left turn
Ibex tree
where the
176
roadway
turn
is.
Osaka Tower Alpha Wing 16648 miles southeast, inbound RNAV runway tree 2 left approach. Alpha Wing 1664 Osaka Tower. Altimeter tree 0, decimal tree 7, wind 269er at 5. Cleared RNAV runway tree 2 left approach.
So I believe that
Osaka Tower, Japan Air, 2
up
tree
ahead
7 miles southeast,
you can
inbound
see
RNAV runway tree 2 left approach.
where we set up.
Japan Air 2 tree 66, Osaka Tower. Altimeter tree 0, decimal
I'm
tree
going to
7,
ignore
wind
that
271 at
aircraft
5.
there. This is
Cleared
where we
RNAV
want
runway
to be,
tree
I
2
believe.
left approach. Alpha Wing 1664,
there.
follow the aircraft on the
Kind of
runway.
like that.
Wind 271 at 5. Caution the generic landing runway tree 2 right. Clear
And
to
I
land runway
will
tree 2 left.
ask for ground power.
Cleared RNAV runway tree 2 left approach. Japan Air 2 tree
Shots.
66.
Request ground power.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the captain turns off the seatbelt
As soon as
sign.
that ground power
Once
is
that happens, we
connected,
will start deboarding,
can
and you'll be
switch
able
to
to leave the
ground.
aircraft. Thank you.
before we
Japan Air 2 tree 78, number 2,
shut off our
for landing.
engines. So
Follow
I'm
the
going to
generic on
turn
final.
on
Wind 271
ground
at
power.
5.
There we are.
Caution
And
the
we are
generic
good
landing
to
runway
go.
tree 2 right. Clear to land runway tree 2 left.
Turn off our engines. Turn off our fuel pumps.
Clear to land runway tree 2 left, number 2, Japan Air
Cabin
2
crew,
tree
the
78.
aircraft is secure. The jetway is connecting. Start deboarding once ready.
Osaka Tower, Japan Air 1 tree 9er 7 miles southeast, inbound RNAV runway tree 2 left approach.
So there's that arch.
Ground to cockpit.
We should be a little bit further back though.
Go
I
ahead.
think.
Japan Air 1 tree
But
9er, Osaka Tower.
That's okay.
Altimeter tree 0, decimal tree 7, wind tree 0.
Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please.
Cleared RNAV runway tree 2 left approach.
Clear enough. 4 out of 5.
And I will
Roger.
announce. Thank you for flying
Japan
with
Air 1
us.
tree 9er, number 2 for landing.
In a minute.
Follow the
Okay,
aircraft
Captain.
on
Ground
final.
power is available.
Wind tree 0.
Stand by. We'll start getting you offloaded in a couple of
Caution the
minutes.
generic landing runway tree 2
I'm
right.
already
Roger.
on ground power.
Clear to land
Stop.
runway tree 2 left.
And make sure the doors are open.
Clear to land runway tree 2 left, number 2,
Door
Japan Air 1
closed.
tree 9er.
Door.
Alpha. Osaka
Passengers
Tower,
deboarding
all Nippon
started.
tree 9er 8 miles southeast, inbound RNAV runway tree 2 left
Okay,
approach.
there's the, thanks for flying with us.
All Nippon tree 9er, Osaka Tower. Altimeter tree
Ladies
0,
and gentlemen,
decimal
Ladies
tree
and gentlemen,
7,
I
wind
hope
tree
you enjoyed your
0,
flight today, and I'd like to wish you a safe onward
cleared
journey.
RNAV runway tree
We'll see you again soon. Thank you for
Come
flying
off.
with us.
And
And
hold
they're
onto
gonna
the
walk
handrails
out
while walking down the stairs.
this
Please
way.
ensure that you supervise your children and for your
Yeah,
own
I
safety
Cleared
know.
you
RNAV
will
runway
under
tree
Yeah.
2 left approach, all
Thank you.
Nippon tree 9er.
You should see them right there. There
Osaka
we
Tower,
go.
Japan Air 2 tree 66 is going missed. Japan Air 2 tree
That
66,
looks good.
contact Kansai, approach on 124.7. Good day.
So, everything was good there.
All Nippon tree
See, my
9er,
landing
number
was
2
too
for landing.
smooth. Ha ha ha
Follow the
ha.
generic on final.
Really?
Wind tree
I didn't
08
float
at
down the
tree.
runway, I just
Caution the generic
landed
landing runway
pretty
tree
good.
2 right.
So,
Clear
fuck
to land
you
runway tree 2 left.
if you can't fucking understand
Japan Air
that.
1 tree 9er, go around.
landing was not too smooth. It was perfect.
124.7, Japan Air 2366. Goodbye. Clear
There they are. They're
two left, number 2,
taking off. Walking up there. It didn't show the gate though. There should be like
Japan Air 139er,
little
contact
gates
to
through
Kansai, approach
ribbons.
on 120.45.
Let's go that way. I don't know why it
Good day.
didn't show that, but it's not showing it. That's a GSX
Osaka
bug.
Tower, Japan Air 20608
They're gonna
miles
go all the way out
southeast,
there.
inbound RNAV runway
To the
32
door there, and
left
they're
approach.
gonna be gone.
Japan Air
And this is kind of
2060,
unsynced a little
Osaka
bit
Tower.
because there shouldn't be
Altimeter
46
30,
passengers
decimal tree 7,
here
wind
at
tree
all.
08 at tree. Cleared RNAV runway tree,
It should
2
be
left
empty.
approach.
They're all off.
All Nippon tree 9er, go around.
And I wish this bitch
Cleared
would
RNAV.
shut the fuck up. So yeah. So now it's showing them deboarding. And that's all of them. So that was a pretty damn good flight. Everything went pretty well. Turn off these lights now.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead.
We started unloading. Nope, we're done maybe.
Hi, Captain.
Yep.
Okay, all bags have been offloaded.
Good.
We're closing up now, and we'll speak to you next time.
See you later.
Roger.
Have a nice day. Well, that concludes this flight. Hope it was pleasant for you to watch. Like I said, if you didn't watch it live, it'll be there to be able to watch it later. You could scrub through it. And yeah, so this SPAD software for the controller and stuff, very, very good. I highly recommend it. I got the 14-day trial, but I'm going to buy it. So yeah, I think you should try it out. All your controllers will pretty much, it recognizes pretty much almost controller that exists, all of them. I know it works for the Airbus, so if you have Boeing and Airbus, you know, you can fly, you know, you can make it compatible with the Boeing. I'm going to get the Boeing throttle and yoke, so that's going to be interesting. I'll be getting that soon. We've got one more passenger. Okay, she should be calling us. We can view the flight report, but I'll do that later. But too smooth of a landing.
Hello.
Ha ha ha.
Hi, Captain. Everyone's offloaded. Brilliant landing, by the way. We barely felt anything.
Yeah, it was a very good landing.
We can try our best.
It was great.
Call me if you need anything.
It was an amazing landing. Anyway, so you don't have to listen to this vacuum cleaner. Have yourselves a great day, people, and thanks for watching. Let's go over here and turn it off.